Welcome to Lesson 13, Troubleshooting Layer 3 Routing. Sublesson 13.1, Troubleshooting Basic Routing Issues. In this lesson, we're going to go through several troubleshooting steps for basic routing issues. Let's take a look. For this lesson, we're going to troubleshoot some basic routing issues. First thing we might want to check if we're having issues with our routed network is we're going to want to start with layer 1, or the physical connections. There's several ways to tell whether or not our physical connections are behaving appropriately. One of the first commands I like to use is show CDP neighbor. Here I can see all my connections, how they're connected locally, as well as how they're connected remotely. Another way to view my connections would be to type the command show interface brief. In this command, I can actually see that my port 4/46 is routed and it is up, so everything is good there. I can also scroll down to the bottom and do another command, which is show IP interface. This command will show me the different interfaces that I have configured on my system. If I keep scrolling down, I can see here's Ethernet 4/46, and I can check the status of that interface. Everything looks fine there. I also don't want to forget about my show run command. Show run interface E 4/46. I can see the configuration of my interface by performing my show run command. Another command I might want to use to troubleshoot my routing is my ping command. Here I might want to ping 192.168.0.2, which is the other side of my connection, and then I might want to source it from my connection on this side, 192.168.0.1. Everything's good there. Everything went through fine. Another way I can troubleshoot basic routing issues is by taking a look at the routing table, doing a show IP route. Here I can see all my directly connected networks, and sure enough, my 192.168.0 is attached through my Ethernet 4/46. The final way I may want to troubleshoot some basic routing issues is to look at my error logs or do a show log. In this case, I only want to see the last 10 errors in the log. Nope, everything looks fine there. It's important not to forget how routing works. So if I'm trying to get somewhere, for instance, if I do a show IP route, and I want to get to the network 192.168.0.0, I need to go to 192.168.0.1. In order to get to that .1 address, I need to look up his MAC address in my ARP table. So if I'm having problems getting there, I might want to do a show IP ARP to make sure I have everything I need to get to that next hop. If I do a show IP ARP, I can definitely see that I've got the MAC address for 192.168.0.2, who's my neighbor out interface 4/46. So I'm all set there to send information and have them receive it. It's important to understand this process and where we need to look in order to find things like if that MAC address is associated with that IP address so the router can send information to that device. Please join me for the next lesson, Troubleshooting Enhanced Routing Issues.